Again, ongoing standoff, individual in a vehicle refusing to come out, possibly armed, downtown Nashville. SWAT team, sheriff, and Metro PD out on the scene right now as they blocked off
Mike.
a good stretch of 2 blocks of roadway here. Hi there. Yeah, we're just doing Facebook Live on the standoff right now.
I don't want to interrupt.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You want a selfie? Sure.
I don't want to interrupt you. Can I get a picture?
Okay. All right. Well.
I want one for myself.
Okay. Just you and me. All right.
I work you all the time.
Thanp you. Nice to meet you.
Oh, no notifications either, right, guys? Forgot about that. I gotta send emails, notifications, tweets.
Again, if you're just joining us, this is a standoff situation in downtown Nashville, 3rd Avenue and Gay Street, where law enforcement has cordoned off this area. An individual for the past hour and a half has refused to come out of the vehicle. There's concern that he might be armed. No shots have been fired. There's no hostage situation, anything like that. But SWAT team has responded. You see SWAT with a K-9 unit. Sheriff's Department, along with Metro PD, has blocked off a vehicle. And you see that SWAT team member right there is literally right to the left of, or to the right of the car. The car in question is there in front of that white vehicle. You can't really see much of it from here, but that's where we believe the individual is.
Hey everybody, what's up?
And we understand he may be FaceTiming with family members who are in the process, hopefully, of trying to negotiate him to come on out. Police are keeping us back in this area right now, so that's kind of what we know. Oh, that's all right. Sure. So a lot of people are coming down right now to check this out. And you see everyone hoping this just resolves peacefully. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right, so if you're just joining us, Nick Barris, Facebook Live. We've been out here for the past 45 minutes. I was making my way from work, leaving. Our station is right across the corner. I'm standing at the corner of Gay Street and 3rd Avenue in downtown Nashville. The building right here is the jail. Next to it's the criminal courthouse. There's bonding companies, and there's a vehicle with a single individual in it who refuses to come out. And law enforcement has blocked off his car, so he can't pull out of the area. SWAT team is on the scene along with Sheriff's Department squad cars and Metro PD. They're standing by, but there hasn't been any action. Clearly there haven't been threats made. There have been no shots fired. Obviously, this kind of response, there's concern that there's a possibility he could be armed. I talked to a family member who believes that he might be distraught over something and that he had been in the area the past couple of days and people had reported a suspicious individual here. And so I think law enforcement maybe went to investigate. Maybe they checked him if he came back today and have been trying to communicate with him, and he won't come out of the car. So that's basically it. And they're taking their time with this, obviously. If there's no danger to the public and they've got the car blocked off, now's the time just to take their time, negotiate. And we think he's FaceTiming with his mother or father in the vehicle, and hopefully they'll talk to him and tell him it's okay to come out and to surrender. I don't know that he committed any crime other than maybe they wanted to question him and he refused to get out of the car. I have no idea, and he just may need some help. So Metro PD's not giving us an update.
The attribution
They're busy
is
up
still
front. They're dealing with this and keeping us all a distance back, which is great. It's for the safety of the public.
Here's the attribution of
the car in question is right there to the left.
Oh, the name is still there. Oh my God, yeah.
SWAT
Thank you.
Team member standing right there. The individual is in a car parked right in front of that white truck that's facing us. That's all we know at this point. They haven't taken any action. No need to escalate it. Just keep talking, and however long it takes, since there's no threat to the public, no hostage, no shots fired, just take time, and hopefully this individual just decides, yeah, I'll come on out and get him the help he needs if that's the case.
Maybe notifications, they go out? I didn't think there was notifications.
You just wait and hope on cases like this. Covered this in the past. You never know if something can escalate, and you sure hope it doesn't, where either an individual tries to hurt themselves, or if they have a weapon, they turn it on someone else, and then things go sideways. And that's why patience. I feel confident, considering where we're located here, that law enforcement probably has negotiators out here dealing with mental health crises, and hopefully they're talking him through this.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. What's up? Welcome. Man, I was tired, yo. I was. Whew.
It's a waiting game.
I was
just
tired
a waiting game.
last night after the stream. Woke up
It's
really early
not a game,
today.
but it's
Took a little nap.
time to wait, and just wait, and hopefully this ends peacefully.
Hey, Tammy. Good to see you, too.
Let's see if I can get a different vantage point here.
Let me see if I can pull up some other feeds, too. Let's see what's going on.
Do you know, are his parents still talking to him?
They're on the way. Well, his dad up there. Hello. Hey. How far are you? Okay. Well, just be careful.
Shots fired. Reported shooting.
So he's still seated in the car? I mean, the SWAT team member's right up on it. It seems like, right?
Yeah.
But he just won't come out. They're talking to him.
There's two swans.
Yeah, they're right, and they're right there in front of the car, right? That's it. Huh.
I'm trying to find out what part to Nashville.
Officers armed and ready, but again, no shots fired. We don't even know for certain whether the individual in that vehicle is armed. But with this kind of response, they must suspect that's the case.
Broadway in downtown Nashville.
Here comes another vehicle.
Broadway.
Let's see who's in this. A lot of people right now just waiting to gain access to their cars again, because all these cars parked down here and in the lots around here from folks leaving the courthouse or the jail, they can't get to their cars right now. This whole area is blocked off. All right, so to recap, a lot of people may be leaving and then joining us again. It's still going on for the past hour and a half or so now. Metro Police, along with their SWAT team, Sheriff's Department, here in downtown Nashville behind the Davidson County Jail, in front of some of the bonding companies and around the corner from the criminal courthouse, is where they have a standoff underway. They've blocked off a vehicle. I'll try to show you over here where the SWAT team's set up. They've blocked off the road, and they've blocked a vehicle with a single individual inside it who refuses to come out. We don't know why or what that is all about. I talked to a family member who says she believes that he's distraught and maybe threatening to harm himself. Again, there's the SWAT team, and they've pretty much just been standing by, but it doesn't look like, obviously, they're taking any significant action right now. So they're just waiting, as I'm sure someone is negotiating. And again, I can recap by telling you, we understand that the individual's parents are maybe talking to him on FaceTime right now, trying to negotiate or talk him into just coming out of the car. And that's what we hope happens. I'll pull back and give you an idea of what we've got. Obviously, it's drawing a little bit of a crowd now. I mean, the way you see the SWAT team just kind of standing by in case is encouraging, that it's not something where they're taking up positions or anything like that. They're standing by if needed, but this tells me the individual in the vehicle, you know, just needs to be talked to and hopefully will surrender and come on out.
Good morning. If you guys could help me out with the like button too, please, I'd appreciate that. Good morning. Welcome back. We're here late last night. Last night was kind of crazy.
Let's see.
Because of what happened with the person we were streaming. The background that we found out that was alleged. Looks like the person is registered and a registered offender. Bro, how crazy is that? And he was talking about, oh, we want to protect the community and join and come together, and I'm here because against violence or gun violence and all this. I'm like, what? What the? What?
Okay, what I think is happening now is that law enforcement officer was talking to this woman here, and I believe they're bringing the individual's mother down to hopefully come and talk to him in person. I understood the father may be here, but maybe the mother's coming down, and when she arrives, they're going to take her back down there, hopefully to communicate with him. Let's see what we have over here around the backside. I haven't looked. I think this is all blocked off too.
Mama's love never fails. Mama's love, right? I'm telling you, I think it works part of the time.
It's okay to go back here now?
Yeah, y'all can go back there.
Is it resolved now, or are they still dealing with it?
No, but we assessed with how much barriers with the bricks and whatnot that
it would be safe. So we think there's a possibility he could be armed, so they're playing it safe.
Possibly, yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's what I figured. So now, yeah, they're all about public safety first, and they were keeping people from going to their cars.
Where's Mustard
But because of the bricks here and everything, they think it's safe if you start shooting, which is great. So I'm going to walk back here now and see from this other vantage point. Yeah, first things first. Right now, there is, as far as we know, no danger to the public. They've got the vehicle blocked off, and so he's just in the squad car.
There was this hostage situation once upon a time ago. I had a clip of it. I don't know where it's at, but these terrorists took over a plane. It was on the ground though. The plane hadn't taken off, but they were like, we brought your mother. And the guy was like Muslim or something. You know, I forgot what country he was in. We brought your mother, and then he sees his mother, like he looks out the window. He starts screaming, "Ah, fuck that! No!" Ah! He gets even crazier. It sets him off.
This is back behind the bonding company, and again, this road's blocked off too. Hey.
Keep it solid.
Yeah.
Just for your safety.
Stay back.
Triggered him.
Yeah, I'm not
Brandon's
going down there.
him.
Okay, thank you.
He started going off on people. No, we're taking this fucking plane. It backfired.
Again, this is just the other vantage point, and they want you back behind this intersection, playing it solid. And yes, I appreciate that. Public safety, I got no problem with that. I'll move back here where he said, but I'll give you a different look at this. This is the other side of everything to show you. I don't know if you can see much more from this vantage point.
Layla, I'm still watching plane crashes, Layla. I'm still watching. I think I've seen all of them too.
In front of that there. But this is the other side. It's going down. And take a look.
Nashville, baby.
Still all blocked off. You can't see as much here. To the right there is where the vehicle is, where they're dealing with it.
Oh, finally. Oak Hill area.
Just taking precautions.
To the right
again,
of Oak
all
Hill.
blocked off. No vehicle access.
And Cliff.
You can walk around on foot around the backside because the building here would block if any rounds were fired. Pull back and get a vantage point of the downtown area. Here we go.
Right.
And there you can see the old courthouse. There's the criminal courthouse there. There's the mayor's office in the old courthouse, the jail. And the bonding company's back over here. And the vehicle with the individual inside, it's parked over there on Gay Street, which is completely blocked off. And they've been negotiating with the individual for about 2 hours. SWAT team's out here, and they're playing it safe for the public, but they're taking their time. As long as there's no threat to the public, it's exactly what they need to do, is take their time and hopefully negotiate and get the individual to come on out. We don't know for certain that he's armed, but they worry that he might be. And we're told that from some of the family members I've spoken to that his mother and father are communicating with him right now by phone. And then the thinking is they may be bringing his mother down to physically come down in person and try to talk to him and get him to come out.
I think that's a good idea.
One of his family members told me they understand the individual's distraught. Don't know why, and we don't know why he was down here, but that's it.
Trump
Again,
won.
no hostage situation here, no shots fired. Metro PD, SWAT team just playing it safe, taking their time. So it's been going on for a little while here. It's just an area you want to avoid downtown because you can't get around because all the roads are blocked off. Make my way back up there and see if this is close to getting resolved. See what we got here. Making our way back up. See our TV station, that's Channel 5 right there with the right roof. So I was leaving the station about 45 minutes ago when I just came up this way. It's the way I drive back to get out of the area, and the roads were blocked off, so I stopped to check it out, and that's what's going on. I mean, they could be out here for several hours, is the bottom line.
Redneck, yeah, I did hear that last night with the standoff. For those that never got the update, they're saying the guy wasn't even inside the building. Bruh. I heard that. I saw some comments, and then I went to bed and I woke up and I saw more people saying that the guy wasn't even in there. I feel like I covered a standoff one time where like they were doing all this stuff, it was crazy, all this reinforcement, all these Bearcats, all this shit, and the person wasn't even inside. Like, hours and hours and hours, the person wasn't even inside. I wonder if they found that person last night. Did they track him down?
They have a standoff.
You're in Nashville? Yeah, this is happening.
They able to bring his mother out?
She on the way. He didn't want to talk to her.
I forgot the area they just said.
Whoever he want to talk to on the way.
Actually, I can get it.
Oh, it'd be his father?
His father's up there already.
And he just doesn't want to come out, huh? I'm sorry.
3rd Avenue North and Gay Street.
You don't think is there any reason to believe he'd be armed? No. He's probably not armed. They're just playing it safe. Yeah.
We're Nashville too. We got some Nashville people here.
When's the last time
I might
you
actually have to
talked
go there soon. Maybe we'll see.
About a week ago. And you just think he's been distraught? Well, hopefully he comes out and he gets the help.
Hope so.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like I'm in the wrong area.
Well, he does have someone he wants to talk to. Are they going to bring him here and take him back?
She's on the way now.
There's someone he wants to talk to right now that they're bringing out to talk to him. Let's see.
I don't know what time it is, Debbie. Or is it Debbie? Tammy. Thinking of Diddy. And then are you going to cover the Diddy and Diamond hearing today? I got to find out what time it is. Usually it's like at 1 or something. Let's see. Big Rock, what's up?
All right, let me recap the situation again for those of you just joining us. It's Nick Barris going Facebook Live right now. I'm at the corner of Gay Street and 3rd Avenue in downtown Nashville, right behind the Davidson County Jail. And what you're looking at here is the SWAT team and Metro PD have cordoned off and blocked off a single vehicle, which you can't see except the roof of it, parked in front of that white truck there. And you see a SWAT team member right there. There's an individual in that vehicle that for whatever reason was approached by law enforcement earlier, refused to get out of the car, and it escalated to this. Talked to a family member who gave me an indication that the person in the vehicle is distraught. There's no evidence, as far as I know right now, for sure that he is armed, but they fear that he might be, which explains this response. He may be threatening to harm himself. And the family member tells me that they have someone on the way right now that he wants to talk to. His mother and father have both reached out to him. And I'm not sure if they talked much, but there's someone else he wants to talk to. And so they're bringing someone else out in a minute. We'll see how that shakes out. I'm waiting to see who that is. Get a different vantage point here. See the K9 unit out there? And the SWAT team pretty much has been there, you know, this whole time without really setting up or responding. It doesn't appear as though there's, you know, any overt threat. The public's being kept back. No shots have been fired. No hostages. Just a single individual in a car that might be distraught, who could be armed, and they're trying to resolve it. That's the way I see it right now. It may be a matter of this other person just coming and talking him out. There's one individual, a family member, tells us he wants to talk to. And if that person comes here, maybe that'll get him to come out. Police have done a great job. They just blocked this off and keeping people at a safe distance. And for now, just dealing with it. What's that?
Layla, I don't know if you have Twitter, Layla. I just sent you a link to a clip.
I don't owe him money.
It's about this guy that was live streaming. It happened in January 2023. He was live streaming from a plane. Yeti Airlines Flight 691, and it crashed. And you can see the crash in the live stream. It's so crazy. Like you can see the fire and stuff, and just like hear the sounds. It was really nuts. I just found out today.
Amala Ekbanobi YouTuber got visited by supposed pie for Diddy.
I heard. Thank you for the 5 Island Thrifts. I heard. There's a video of it too, I think, right? We'll try to nail down the Diddy time today so I can schedule it in advance. I see Law and Crime's going live. I gotta find that page. covers it. I forgot the name of the page.
We're just
Every time I
waiting it
forget
out.
the guy's name.
Those of you still watching, at some point here, I'm probably going to lose battery power, but I'll stick with it for a few moments as long as I can, because I'd like to see this get resolved while we're all still here.
Oh, here he is. I found the guy. Oh, 3 p.m. I think. Okay, gangster. So I should set something up now because I won't have notifications then. Hopefully this ends in a decent time, then I can do my little walk and stream that later.
Let's see.
It's Diddy time.
I'm going to talk to this guy again, just to get the basics to revamp for you. Still waiting to get your car back.
Still waiting?
It's like, how long has it been now, you think?
It's been a good solid hour, maybe hour and a half.
So you were just coming out of the courthouse and making your way back over to
Yes, sir.
get to your car. Your car is parked right in front.
I honestly was hoping, I was like, please don't have a parking ticket. Please don't have a parking ticket. Then I'll walk out and SWAT's there. I'm like, oh.
Were they already there? And
no, SWAT wasn't there yet. There was several cops. There was probably 4 or 5 cops.
And they were around your car at first, right?
Well, yeah, it's right there in the middle of it.
So your car is right in front of the car they're dealing with.
Yeah, it's literally right in front.
Did you approach it all? Could you see inside the car at all?
I couldn't. I didn't approach it.
They just told you there was someone in there or something, and then back off?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I was actually sitting over there, and they made me get down here. So there's a big wall that I was waiting behind, and they said get over here.
Right.
That there was potential for some violence.
Yeah, I guess they didn't know for sure that there's a weapon in the vehicle, though, right?
I don't know. I don't know 100%.
Yeah, I don't either. They haven't said.
You would think something was said that drew the crowd here.
Yeah, with this kind of response, you would think that they're playing it safe to see whether or not there is a gun. They have to take it easy. So. Yeah, you're not the only one. A lot of people waiting to get to their cars.
Yeah, this up to the young man.
All right, let's give you another zoom in. There you go. There's a SWAT team, 2 SWAT vehicles out here, and they are parked up and around the vehicle in question. So there's no way you can drive out of the area. I talked to some witnesses who work at the bonding company that said over the past couple of days, the same individual in this car was in the neighborhood, was just parked along the stretch of road and just sitting there. Some people thought it suspicious, so they reported it to police. They approached him yesterday and he drove away. My guess is they may have approached him again today just to ask him if he needs something. And that's where either he refused to get out of the car or something escalated where they thought, okay, we need to see what this guy needs, and so they blocked everything off. And family members tell me then that there's a possibility this individual is very distraught, maybe threatening to harm himself. We don't know for certain whether he has a weapon, but they're taking no precautions, which is why they blocked everything off and brought out the SWAT team. This has been going on for about 2 hours now, and we're here behind the Davidson County Jail, just down from the criminal courthouse, and in front of some bonding companies on Gay and 2nd Avenue. See again, you can't really see it now that other vehicle's pulled in front, but there is a blue car or SUV. You can just barely see the hood of it.
This one there?
Right in front of that white truck and behind a white car. I was just talking to the owner of that white car, who is not going anywhere as long as this is going on because they've got it all blocked off. But right behind is a hood of a blue vehicle, and that's the vehicle the individual is in.
All the way back there.
And our understanding is they're negotiating with him. And they're not going to push it or force it, and hopefully get it resolved. He's been talking to family members, and now supposedly a friend he wants to talk to is en route. And hopefully they'll get that person here and she or he can talk him out. Certainly this happened in an area where you could have a very quick police response. I mean, it's literally just right downtown Nashville, just down from 2nd and Broad at the courthouse and the jail. So lots of law enforcement quickly here, obviously, on the scene. And they moved quickly to block everything off to make sure people stayed safe.
Oh, we got a lot of clips to go through too, I think. Diddy situation.
Now that SWAT team member right there appears to be literally right to the left of him is the car. He's right there. I mean, he is right there. You have to figure if there was a threat or a weapon, I mean, he'd be in harm's way right there. But I mean, he appears to be right up into the front of the vehicle in question here. Of course, he's wearing body armor, but I mean, he's right there. I don't know, he may be the one trying to communicate with the guy.
Yeah, I wonder what's going on in his life. Oh yeah, I got a lot of clips now.
You're in the U.S.
All right, some people just joining us asking what's going on. So I'll try to walk you through this again. Since I know we've been out here for an hour and a half, I wish I had more information to give you. But again, it's Nick Barris reporting Facebook Live, and we're downtown Nashville, and you're looking at a SWAT team member who is right in front of a vehicle during a standoff. That individual may be negotiating with someone in a car that's parked right there in front of a white truck, and it's been all blocked in, and he refuses to come out. This has been going on for about 2 hours. We're right behind the Davidson County Jail, in front of the bonding companies, and around the corner from the criminal courthouse. We're at Gay Street and 3rd Avenue, and this whole area is blocked off right now. I'm talking to a family member who tells me that the individual involved here may be distraught. He's been talking with his mother and father on the phone, and supposedly wants to talk to someone else who is en route here right now. And maybe they'll bring that person to come and talk to him. This is not a hostage situation. There have been no shots fired. And we do not even know for certain whether or not the individual in the vehicle is armed. But by this response, there's concern that he might be. So I'm told this friend or family member that he wants to talk to is en route right now, and hopefully will be here fairly quickly. Let's see what we got. I want to wait and see if this other person shows up, and maybe they can make a difference and get him to come out. See the police tape set up there, keeping people back. Those folks there at the bonding company, I talked to them earlier, and they said this same individual was in the car in the area the last 2 days, just kind of parked out front doing nothing. And some people just noticed it, became curious, and I think reported it to police saying there's a guy that's just kind of loitering out here in his car. Do you want to check it out? They went out to try to check on him yesterday, and he drove away. My guess is he was back this morning. Why here, I have no idea, but that he was back this morning, and they may have gone to check on him again. And when that happened, things escalated where he refused to get out of the car. They quickly blocked him in so he couldn't drive away. And now they're trying to get him to peacefully come out of the vehicle. No word on whether or not he has a weapon, but clearly at this response that we're seeing gives you an indication they believe he might have one. SWAT team is here on the scene. They've taped off the area and the whole roadway is blocked off. I believe this may be one of his family members, and she's waiting for someone to get here that he wants to talk to. And here they are. Maybe. We'll see if this is them. Okay, so... Yeah, this is... All right, so what we have here is a woman that's arrived, and we're told that this person is someone he wants to talk to. And so they're going to bring her back there now, and hopefully she'll be able to resolve this. I don't know her relationship to him, but it's someone other than the parents. The parents have been out here trying to talk to him, and here comes a woman. Here we go. Okay, so she's going to park here, and they're going to take her back to talk to him. See how this works, how they'll approach it, whether she talks to him through the window or if they get him on the phone. So is this a friend of his? Oh, I'm not. I'm on camera, but I won't put you on. That's his son's mother. His son's mother. All right, so this is his son's mother who's coming out now, hopefully to talk to him, and maybe that will get him to surrender. Interesting. This is someone he asked to talk to, so I'm going to follow along and we'll see what...
Do you mind just staying behind the car? Thank you.
Gotcha. Sorry. So that's the son's, that's the mother of his son.
I'm not going to say.
So the question now is going to be, how do they get him?
Get him out of there, yeah.
Here we go. How are they going to get her to talk to him is what I'm curious. I want to see
Is that Mama?
what will they do. She's going to talk to him by phone?
Walk right up. Maybe that's the best way to walk right up.
Appears as though they're going to take her inside the jail. And then maybe from there, in the jail, they'll try to communicate with him by phone or FaceTime, as opposed to bringing her up to the vehicle. So that's our understanding, is that he's going to want to talk to her. He's already talked to his mother and father, and so now he wants to talk to her. One of the relatives out here has told me that that might be the mother of his child, and he wants to talk to her. So they brought her inside the Davidson County Jail, which is right in front of where this is happening. And hopefully that's where they'll communicate.
They're using the megaphones too.
Maybe let him pop on.
Is that what they're saying? Is that his father maybe playing it? That's his mom saying that. Okay. So you couldn't hear that over the loudspeaker as clear, but someone is on a megaphone and it's his mother telling him that we love you, please surrender, please come on out.
I wonder what's going on in this guy's life. Yeah, a lot of mental health, you know, I mean, oh, they cut the feed. Damn. What the hell?
Tell you one more time.
Oh shit.
So they've tried communicating with him, with the mother on a loudspeaker. My understanding was they were trying to talk to him before by phone. Maybe he's no longer doing that, or doesn't want to talk to his mother and father. Again, another individual has been brought down that he wanted to talk to, and she is now in the jail, maybe talking to him by phone or trying to. So the whole point through all this right now is they are negotiating. They have been for the last 2 hours. They're trying everything they can to just get him to come out. They're keeping the public safely back away. There's fear that he may be armed and may be threatening to harm himself. Family members tell us he's distraught. And so they're going to take their time and talk with this and see if they can get him out safely and get him the help he needs.
Mental health, I mean, it's always been there, but I feel like
no hostage situation here, just one person in the car.
Things went further down with COVID.
No shots fired.
Went
SWAT
downhill.
teams out here, they have it surrounded. And they're now just in the process of negotiating, trying to get him out safely.
And then the political stuff too. Some people are in high duress, stress. But it could be just stuff going on in his life. Who knows? You remember that string we covered that the guy was like gonna jump off the bridge? And it's because like he had some crime or something and he didn't want to go to jail or something. He said he didn't do it, but he didn't want to go to jail. I'm not saying that's what happened with this guy. I don't know.
Just joining us, let me give you a recap, as more and more of you have been following this over the past hour and a half since I've been out here. For the past 2 hours, and I came on this just as I was leaving work in downtown Nashville from Channel 5. Again, this is Nick Barris going Facebook Live. Came out, saw that Gay Street and 2nd and 3rd Avenue blocked off. You see police tape there cordoned off. What we have is SWAT team, Metro Police, along with the Sheriff's Department, have blocked off a vehicle which is parked right in front of that white truck. And there's an individual in that truck, that vehicle, who has refused to come out. We're not exactly sure how this all started, but I was told by some of these folks that work at the bonding company, this guy was out front, parked in his car, just sitting suspiciously over the past couple of days and then drove away. So they may have gone to check on him when he showed up again today. And when they did, I don't know, maybe law enforcement went to check on him, see if he needed anything, and somehow it escalated to where he did not come out of the car, and they decided, all right, let's block the vehicle off and keep people back because he could be armed, and see if what he needs. There is no hostage. There have been no shots fired. We understand his mother and father have been out here communicating with him by phone, and a moment ago we heard his mother on a megaphone saying, you know, we love you, please come out. And then we were told a moment ago by another family member that the mother of his child has been brought out here. She was just taken into the sheriff's department where she may be trying to communicate with him by phone.
He has a kid? Oh boy.
No indication he's done anything wrong at this point or why he's in this position. He may be threatening to harm himself. Law enforcement and the SWAT team just casually standing by. It's not as though they've taken up assault positions. I think negotiation is going on as we speak. And hopefully this will get resolved in a moment or two if he responds to some of the family members that are trying to talk to him.
And I think it's this blue car. Well, he just turned. I was going to try to show the new people that joined, but if he pivots back, I'll try to show you the vehicle. It's kind of hard to see because it's parked and wedged between other vehicles. So if he flips it back around, I'll try to show the new people. So he might be armed. We're not sure. And he's just refusing to get out of the vehicle. They said he's, I don't know, highly stressed out. Doesn't want to come out. They're negotiating with him. This is in Nashville by 3rd Avenue North and Gay Street. This started around 10 a.m., so it's going for a couple hours now. And what happened was officers were first alerted to a suspicious person circling the building in a vehicle. I'll see if I can try to find more bits and pieces, but his mother's there on scene now. And she was talking over the loudspeaker.
Talk to him on the phone since they brought him into the jail.
Gotta bring mama.
All right, what I'm gonna have to do is step away for a moment. I'm gonna sign off for just a second here, and then I'll be back. I've got to go get more of a battery power to charge this. Our news crews are out here as we speak, so we're following this as this develops. But I'm gonna go, I'll continue doing this Facebook Live in just a moment as I get more charge. I've got to get the backup battery. I didn't expect this happening, but just a real quick recap. What you're looking at right now is a standoff where there's an individual possibly armed in a vehicle behind the Davidson County Jail in downtown Nashville. No shots fired, no hostage situation. It seems like they're negotiating, but there's fear that he may be armed, so they're keeping the public back. And they're in the process right now of just trying to talk him out. His mother and father have tried communicating with him. In my understanding, they brought out the mother of his child, who may be talking to him as well. And the hope is that he just surrenders peacefully, gets the help he needs, if that's what it comes down to. But as you see, SWAT team out here. This has been going on for about 2 hours. Again, downtown 3rd Avenue and Gay Street in Nashville. And I'll update you more in just a moment. As I said, we have news crews out here as well, but I'm going to get an update. Try to check with a couple of sources as well when I break off here, and then I'll be back going live in just a moment. So stand by, everyone. Nick Barris, Facebook Live.
Okay. So we're left in the dark right now. I have to wait a few minutes till he comes back. He's going to get his battery charger because, I guess he wasn't expecting the situation maybe to last. Or, I've been finding feeds, some news feeds. They pop on and then they turn off. Let me check also if there's any scanner audio while we wait. Let's see, top feeds. Nothing. I wonder if they're probably unencrypted. I don't see anything. Nashville. Might as well pull up these news stations to see when they come back. Yeah, a suspicious individual is circling the area in downtown Nashville in an apparent standoff. I guess that's what alerted them to this guy. What I can also do is I can check some of the stations. So we have to wait for this guy to come back live. Standoff. See, watch live. Oh, they were online. They got off too. Nope, nope, nope.
Someone was detected at the front door.
Saw that. He's back on. I think he's back on.
Nick Barris coming to you Facebook Live from.
This is live now. Maybe there's a delay. There we go. Was live. I mean, wait a little bit.
Some of that actually moderate to heavy, so more inconvenient weather if you have some errands that you want to run over McMinnville. Some showers moving through Spencer up toward Crossville, much of Putnam County around Cookeville, Baxter near Monterey in rain right now. Notice the downpours southeast of Lebanon, moving up toward Alexandria, Carthage, Gordonsville, Gainsborough. You'll get some of that. And then back to the west we go, and there's even some light rain, some rainy areas around Nashville over toward Waverly and near Dover as well. But Thursday is the first alert weather day because much colder weather comes in. So it's going to change the way you act on Thursday because you'll just dress differently heading out in the morning.
I think it's going to take a little time yet.
Start in the 20s,
not bad.
and then once we get into the afternoon, the wind chill in the 30s.
Woman trapped in cave? No way, Froggy.
Your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, now to Tennessee and 10, where we're tracking the big stories all across Tennessee.
And we're doing this in 10 minutes or less, and we're going to start here in West Tennessee.
Police said the suspect is claiming self-defense after he says the victim threatened to kill him during class. So the suspect says he went home, got his grandmother's handgun, came back to the school and shot the victim. That's all according to MPD. Now, Memphis Shelby County School Board member Tawana Murphy called for gun control in a release addressing Monday's shooting in a statement saying, quote, "We strongly advocate for comprehensive legislation to address gun control to ensure the safety of our students." So, of course, that does bring up security concerns. We know that the school district has heavily invested high-tech security equipment such as cameras and metal detectors to keep schools safe. $50 million was invested into the district's security.
They're going to start needing bomb-sniffing dogs and all kinds of stuff at these schools now. Let's see, Nick, if he comes back on. Save the day, Nick, because the other media, they only jump on for a few, 10 minutes maybe, and then they jump off those live feeds. Save the day. We got Diddy coming up later. This doesn't want to work, I guess. Nashville Standoff. Let me see if I can find any information online about it anymore. What's going on in this person's life to go to those lengths? Let's see any new. Let's try this here.
News from downtown Nashville. The sheriff's office says Metro Police are responding to a situation involving a man in a car. This is unfolding outside the downtown detention center on Gay Street. You can see in this live picture here. It is a very active scene there right now. Looks like the SWAT team is there along with lots of police officers and law officers. Metro Police say the man is refusing to get out of the car, but they know who he is. Police tell us this all came in as a suspicious person circling the premises in a vehicle. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office says all jail facilities are secure, but you should watch out for, again, this large police presence in the area. We will continue to monitor this situation. We're breaking.
Boom, boom, boom. I was trying to check some other apps too if anybody was live, but let's see anything. That's live. Suspicious vehicle. Have a police presence. Come back to us. I hope this doesn't turn out like last night. Well, apparently last night, once I got off, it was almost like over, I guess, already. Let me see what you guys were saying. Fox, Nashville, live. Woman refuses to come out of a tunnel. She may be scared. She's not coming out. Is there a link for that? Is that live? And somebody said Nashville Fox. Let me check on Nashville Fox. Those people all day long, in and out. I don't know what's going on across the way from me. Nashville Fox is just like a web live cam, but it's not showing the actual scene. Yeah, that person's stuck in a cave. Refusing to come out of a tunnel. ABC 7 live. Oh no, let's see. Hold on. Hold up. Let's see. Oh, the website looks different. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Got herself in a situation, and now she's unwilling.
She's unwilling to come out? Okay, while we wait for Nick to come back, let's watch this. Woman trapped in cave. Or trapped in tunnel in Westlake. What the? Firefighters working to rescue trapped woman. Okay. Damn, did I lose this guy? How did she get in there? That's in California. All right, still waiting on Nick. I guess we can watch this in the meantime while we wait. Woman trapped in tunnel, Westlake. Let's see if we can find any more info on that. Thank you for the heads up on that. Woman trapped. Was she exploring down there, or did it cave in on her? Okay. I have some information. Let's see. So it says this woman, she's trapped in an abandoned underground basement in Westlake. Hold on, I think they got a news clip here. It has an ad. Firefighters are rescuing a woman who became trapped in an underground basement of a demolished building in Westlake. Officials said for some unknown reason, the woman made her way down into an opening leading to a tunnel and could not make it back out. Authorities received the report around 8:20 a.m. that a woman somehow made her way down into an opening leading into a tunnel in the area of 527 South Bixel Street and became trapped.
So we continue to follow this rescue. A woman got herself down into a trench about 7:40 this morning at a construction site at Bixel and 5th in the downtown Los Angeles area. Now, moments ago, we had city firefighters down cutting away some more pipes, taking out some debris, and opening this up more. And now what we have is an LAPD officer going down the ladder, and it looks like he's going to try and get that strap around her and pull her up. Now, we understand she's not injured, but she is refusing to come out. That's the information we have from
refusing to come out
and from LAPD. So now we see a second officer going down, trying to get a hold of this woman and take her out of this trench. She's refused to come out. It appears that if she wanted to come out and walk up the ladder, she'd have the ability to do so, but she is struggling with officers and refusing to come out.
What is going on, dude?
LAPD officers just went down. I believe
drugs,
they now
mental
have
health
access to her. It was a tight situation down in there before. They had to get firefighters down in there to clear more of the area away so the officers could get around her. But now I've sort of lost sight of them, but they're down at the bottom of that ladder, and they're trying to get a restraint around the woman and then get her to come up the ladder and out of this situation. But boy, there's been a huge response here. It's at 5th and Bixel in downtown Los Angeles. We understand the woman, at least initial reports, is not injured. About 7:45 some way, she found an opening down into that trench, and at this point in time, she refuses to come out. But I kind of have a feeling with what we've seen, have they pulled everything open, they've really opened up the trench, they made sure nothing else could fall in. They have the ladder down, and they have 2 LAPD officers down there with her at the moment. So I believe they may be able to get her out of this situation sometime soon. I mean, it's hard to tell for sure in situations
this
like
reminds
this.
me of a story.
They have 2 officers down there. They're trying to do their best to just trying to get her to come up that ladder. Physically, we don't believe she's hurt. There's obviously some psych issues at play here, and they'll have medical assistants standing by to take a look at her when they get her out. We'll keep this shot up. I just want to give you a narration once again of what's going on here. She's not injured, but there's a technical rescue underway, if you will, trying to get her out of this situation without further harm. LAPD, once again, is down in the trench, and I think at any moment now we may see them come up with this woman who's been trapped since about 7. I shouldn't say trapped. She got herself into this situation willingly and now refusing to come out. This started about 7:45. It wouldn't surprise me, though, if they have her out sometime soon, because we have 2 officers down the ladder with her. There's a difficult time getting down there, but just a moment ago we saw 2 of them go down with a restraint, and once they have the restraint on her, hopefully they can get her to come up. We'll continue to follow this. We'll keep the shot up. Once again, we're in downtown LA, the Westlake District, actually at 5th and Bixel. It's not a huge traffic incident. It's not going to be traffic. Bixel shut down right at 5th, so you lose that. But all in all, you can get around to this area. But you can see it's a huge construction site, and right now all construction is halted as they try and get this woman out of the trench. And we'll push in one more time. We did see 2 officers go down, and then we sort of lost sight of them. They had a restraint of sorts, and it appeared that they've made enough room down there that's going to be able to get around her and then hopefully get her to come up the ladder or pull her up the ladder. But boy, when someone is restraining you, is fighting with you, it's extremely difficult to get them out of a situation like this. You can only imagine to try and get someone who's battling with a police officer saying, I don't want to leave, to get them to come up that ladder is not going to be easy. But they're doing the best they can. So we'll leave the shot up. That's what's going on. Once again, initial information, she's not injured. She's just unwilling to come out of the trench.
Wow. Lindsay Jane Kennedy. It reminds me of this woman. I don't know if anybody remembers. I covered the story a long time ago. I could only find one video. I thought I did more than one. Lindsay Jane. There was this video about this Florida woman. Her name is Lindsay Jane Kennedy, and she was found naked in a Delray drain, a storm drain. And the weird thing about that is that she was found multiple times Because when I looked further into the story, multiple times she was found naked in a storm drain. Like she willingly went. I think she has some type of mental problem or something. Sewer drain. There's more details. We got a name. We got the 911 call we're going to listen to during the live stream. But it's definitely out now. And the way she was found is because somebody was walking near the storm drain around 9 a.m. this morning, and they called 911. The person's name is Lindsay Jane Kennedy. She's 43 years old, and she was removed from the drain by Delray Beach Fire Rescue, which all those pictures that we saw were earlier. And so the story goes, Kennedy, who was reported missing by her boyfriend on March 3rd, said she had gone swimming in a canal about 3 miles away from where she was found. She said while swimming, she came across a doorway near a shallow part of the canal, which she entered and found a tunnel. Okay, that's pretty wild. Because of her curiosity, Kennedy then followed the tunnel, which led to multiple other tunnels, causing her to become lost. And you know, anytime I think about these stories, it just makes me think of like Noemi and just even myself. I'm very well. That doesn't make sense. And there's some more details about mental, a lot missing. And I'd also have all my GPS stuff. But there's still a lot missing to the story. And well, that doesn't make sense. And there's some more details about mental health, etc. So because of her curiosity, she then followed the tunnel, which led to multiple other tunnels, causing her to become lost. She told police she walked around the labyrinth of tunnels for about 3 weeks. That's what I got. Before spotting some light and saw people walking past her, prompting her to sit in place at a location. Now, Kennedy's mother was later contacted and notified that they had found her missing daughter. She told police that Kennedy has a history of mental illness and is a frequent user of illegal narcotics. The woman's mother also said that Kennedy has done other odd things in the past and has a history of making bad decisions when she is high on. So that's kind of basically the story, but I ended up looking like further into this, and it's so supposedly too she had only survived on a can of soda for 3 weeks. I don't even know how. Something's just not adding up with that story.
At the Del, check out the 911 call. 911 call, nothing which she was found, because the other thing I was wondering about, and I was talking to Silvio about this, is 3 weeks in sewers, like in the sewer drains. What did you drink? Because when I look up online, somebody can't go without water for several days. And I think, from what I read, after 3 to 5 days, the organs start to shut down. And so, what did you drink? What did you eat for 3 weeks?
911, do you have an emergency?
Hi, yes, there's somebody stuck in a sewer over here on Atlantic in 11th Avenue.
Somebody's stuck
There's a lady stuck in the sewer. Yes,
okay.
ma'am. She cannot get out. She's screaming for help.
Okay, you're at Southwest 12th or 11th?
I'm on 11th Avenue in Atlantic.
11th.
Yeah, the cops are on their way, okay? I can't come down there.
Okay, hold on one second. We're on the way. I'm going to get the fire department on the phone.
Okay.
This is Delray with a transfer there at Southwest 11th Avenue and West Atlantic. We're on the way as well. It's going to be a female that's stuck in a sewer.
She got down here. Maybe she squeezed down that way. I'm thinking.
Call from a Good Samaritan who said she heard somebody in the storm drain yelling. When fire rescue got there, they did in fact see a woman in a storm drain right off of Atlantic Avenue. So just
that's a story for the grandkids.
So I remember I had dug deeper. I can't find the other video, but I had dug deeper because again, this woman was found in some type of storm drain. I think it was Florida. This is just a crazy story. It makes me think of this person. I'm assuming, I guess, mental illness. I don't know. By the way, Nick hasn't come back yet. I'm still waiting on Nick. He said he was going to come back and charge his phone so we can see about the standoff. Still waiting on that. All right, so we're watching this in the meantime. This situation is in Cali. This current situation on the screen. Woman trapped in the tunnel, but she willingly went in there, and they're trying to get her out, but she's refusing to leave. I'm not coming out. My body, my choice. So she's just not coming out. Probably I guess, some type of mental health problem.
And I'm Scott Wright, Air 7 over the Westlake District in the downtown Los Angeles area. Since about 7:45, we've had a woman that's trapped, actually not really trapped, but she willingly went down into this trench, and now she's refusing to come out. So in the last 45 minutes to an hour or so, we watched them take away all the debris that could fall into this trench, cut away some of the rebar, and make that opening big enough so they could get officers down there to try and get some sort of collar around her and get her to come up. They can see her. We understand she's not physically hurt. She's able, they think, to come up the ladder if she wanted to, but they've made that area bigger. Now there are 3 LAPD officers down on that ladder with her at this point in time. I thought earlier maybe in the next couple of minutes we would see her come up, but it's turning out to be extremely difficult to actually get around her and to get her to come up the ladder. And you can imagine when there's not enough space and you're dealing with someone who's combative and says, leave me alone, just how difficult that can be.
Yeah, how do you get him out?
So
you got to tranquilize him.
Here. It's at 5th
Still
and
anyway.
Pixel in downtown Los Angeles, actually the Westlake District, right next to the buildings in downtown, a little bit to the west of the 110 freeway, and you can see all the resources that have been dispatched here. Now, this
Nick is back live.
Crew, we believe, was the one who called the LAPD and said there was.
So this is what I'm going to do, because I know people are here for the standoff. So Nick is back live. I'm going to put this on a smaller screen, and we'll put Nick on a bigger screen. I can figure it out. We'll keep a track on both. Just give me a second. Let me kind of fix this a little bit. We'll keep an eye on both stories, but I know the titles for the. We had to wait for them to come back because he had to go charge his battery.
That would be a percussion grenade to stun him.
Ooh.
And they would go in and then remove him from the vehicle. That was not a bomb. That was not a gunshot.
I think we got
that was a grenade or a percussion device which sends a shockwave through the vehicle. You heard it when it happened. And K9 is there, and my guess now is I see them lifting up the back of the vehicle. The hatch has just gone up. You see the hatch right there? And they may be pulling him out of the vehicle.
Is she coming out? I think they got the lady.
A lot of progress in trying to get this over with
or no.
and to get her up out of this trench.
Again, we do not know the details of what started all this morning. As I said, it was an individual who may have been in this neighborhood the past couple of days, and was a situation where people had reported, well, why is he kind of, suspiciously in the area? They tried to approach him yesterday.
I think they're yanking
her
ass
away
out.
from the area, doing nothing wrong, just left. And then I think he came back today, and it's possible, and I don't know this, that they went to talk to him again, and for whatever reason, maybe it escalated where he refused to come out. And there he is.
Oh,
he's
they
taken
got him?
out of the car. They've got him. He's not harmed. He's handcuffed.
They got him.
And they're taking him from the scene.
Well, so far
that's what we know. There, I had the shot there of him being brought out of the vehicle. This has now been resolved. Law enforcement waited to the point where negotiations was not making a difference, and at that point they decided to use a percussion grenade, which I'm sure stunned him. We don't know if the individual in that vehicle was armed. We still don't know that. No shots were ever fired. There was never a hostage situation. But there was concern about the possibility of him being armed, which is why SWAT team came out here and they blocked off this roadway. But after about 2 hours of negotiation, 2.5 hours, they decided to surprise him with a percussion grenade and then went in and took him into custody. You saw him being escorted from the vehicle, handcuffed around the side in the custody of the SWAT team. We'll now find out exactly what this was all about. Did he do anything wrong? We don't know that he did. It was a suspicious situation. They had to deal with it, and they did. But again, that was not a gunshot. That was not a bomb. That was a percussion grenade that allowed them to stun him and go take him into custody. How and why this all played out is something we'll learn, and I'll let you know. But the good news, it appears as though no one was hurt in this, and the roads will now reopen just as it starts to rain.
Armed with
Nick Barris, reporting live downtown Nashville.
Okay, so he's going to end it. I want to rewind. If he ends right now, I just want to hear the concussion that happened. Sucks we missed that one little part, but... refresh.
Okay, this is Nick Barris reporting live from downtown Nashville. on this ongoing standoff. Davidson County Jail or so, and I was away to recharge. Team blocked off his vehicle. Negotiations come out. Working and loitering. Something escalated to the talking with him on. One of his family members seems to think that he might be on something.
Oh,
freaked him
there you
out,
go.
and just now
That's it. Shock his ass. Shock and awe, right? Or on shock. How do you call that shit?
Any criminal past, why he's out here. One of his family members seems to think that he might be on something.
Something that's all you need to shake him out of the whatever. Shock him.
And it's freaked him out, and just now they just used a percussion grenade.
Okay. Oh, they're about to get this lady out. Okay. Let's go full screen. Wow. They had to tie her up
safely, but boy, it was a technical rescue. It was a huge ordeal. Took more than 2 hours.
Wow.
And finally, they have the woman out of this trench here. They'll be able to wrap things up. The construction crew will be able to get back to work.
Incredible. Well, that took a lot of resources. I mean, I'm glad they got her out of there, but wow. Mamma mia. So it's her arm strap? It looks like she's kind of, they're able to get that thing around her. Her arms look like it's behind her though, right? Is her arms behind her? Damn, bro, that's crazy. And any regular person would want to, like, please help me get out of here. She was refusing to come out. And it looks like that's tight quarters. I would not want to be in a cave. I've seen a lot of videos of people like going in caves, exploring, or cave divers, and they go into those tight wedges. I've seen people go in caves where the water's up to their neck, and sometimes they even have to like turn their head just to breathe in the waters like this, you know? And then any moment the water could come in and rise up or whatever. People cave exploring, and they have to lay flat. I've heard of stories people go wedging themselves into a crevice, and then they can't, like, their chest can't expand because they've wedged themselves, and then they just like die and suffocate. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. I would not want to be in a small, confined, restricted space like that with limited air. Let's see. Okay, well, now we can see her face, I guess. This is crazy, bro. The time is like, oh, they ended it? Oh, no, okay, we're back. Hold on. We're back. I guess it looks like they're going to detain her. They got cops right there. That's fire, rescue, and cops. She's thrashing her head, looks like. I think. Maybe not. She looks like she's pissed. Motherfucker, leave me alone. Yo, she's pissed. She is pissed. I guess mental health or drugs, could be drugs too, or both. A lot of times it's a combination. They're literally having to pick her up and like lift her out of there. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's cool they were, or I don't know. I'm surprised they were able to get her out of there like that. Somebody refusing to come out. Yeah, they're going to take her away in a gurney, strap her down. Wow. Yo, thank you to the people that told me about this. Yeah, you never know who you're encountering on the streets. I was able to find that video too about that same lady. I had done like a live stream about it, I guess, at some point. They're leaving now. I don't want to play the whole thing, but just to skip around it a little bit.
Streaming now at 7 a.m. A vote happening today could make
that same Florida lady that was just like in the sewer systems. I had looked into her again, and I found out that this chick was in another sewer drain. I'm like, what was her fascination? But with the original story, supposedly that Florida woman had survived 3 weeks on ginger ale. I find that really hard to believe. I think even the cops found the story kind of like, I don't know, was she really there for 3 weeks? But she was naked.
hard. Layla Cavett, yeah. Yes, because it's reported missing on March 3rd by her boyfriend, okay? And she was found 3 weeks later. Thought I had the date here. I have it somewhere, but 3 weeks later, she was found. Okay. Now, and the interesting thing is because in the news reports, people that were talking this, they had never heard of a case like this. At least for them personally, never heard of a case. I mean, this was like police and the fire department. They're saying they never heard of a case like this. And Silvio this morning found this article from 2015 where there was another woman, about 30 minutes away. They never released her name.
What was the same woman?
That was found swimming in a canal, and she decided to go into a pipe. So we're going to get into that. So she's reported missing March 3rd, and she's found 3 weeks later. What Kennedy is claiming, okay, and her family says she has mental health issues and she has a substance use issue. She's claiming that for the 3 weeks, she lived off of a can of ginger ale. Okay? A can of ginger ale. One of the notes that I took, this is what the police were saying. She mentioned that she had been in the storm drain for 3 weeks. We from the police department standpoint find it very hard to believe that she spent that amount of time down there. You need food and water, and some things don't add up. Which
Emily said she was looking for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you're the person that told me too about the stream. Thank you.
I'm sure they know more than we do. Police said it's possible.
I didn't see that. Thank you so much for the 20 memberships. Mama's love. Thank you.
To survive that long in a storm drain.
Oh my God, you're so
nice. Are
nice.
skeptical about her story. The other thing too, I wanted to show you while we talk about
that
this.
emoji is just from Mr. Mama's love. Okay, so let me fast forward a little bit.
Yeah, so she told authorities that she survived. Okay, on an unopened can of ginger ale, which she found while in a series of tiny.
Okay.
She was rescued on Tuesday. So
this is the new story now.
Tuesday would be March 23rd. So reported missing March 3rd. She was found March 23rd.
Oh, so that's still the old one. That's the old
fire rescue crews were called to the intersection of West Atlantic and Southwest 11th Avenue just before 9 a.m. After a report, we heard the 911 call in the previous stream that a woman was stuck in the drain.
Let me fast forward that because we already talked about that. Yeah, we heard about that story. Oh, this is where she went for a swim. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Let me do this right here. Okay. So this is where this is the Oasis Delray. You guys can see that, yeah. A little kind of. Here, let me do this.
This was a long time ago, so I was a little more unrefined. I would have had this stuff popped up already.
So this is the apartment. This would be on foot. Foot would be 2 hours. The timing doesn't really matter. I don't know how she got there. You know, whatever it is, it is. But let me just do this so it looks easier. This is the apartment area. In this apartment area, there is a bunch of canals. You guys can see that. There's a bunch of canals in the area. This is the apartment complex. I'm pretty sure this is the apartment complex. Bunch of canals there, okay? Gulf Stream stuff. There's water here. And the place where she was found, if you look here on the side, it says 3 miles, okay? The report just said it's 3 miles, about 3 miles away.
Yo.
So she's found all the way over here weeks later. Bruh. In this area, there is no canals from what I can see.
So it's just a storm drain where she was found in.
She, you know, I guess she really did travel, I guess, underground to get found over here because I don't see any canals. I mean, there's a canal. This is 95. There's a canal right here. I mean, it's pretty wild. because she said in the report that she got into a canal near the home. If she got here or in this Gulf Stream thing, which, I mean, you can take this, let's see, you can take this over here. And it ends right there. So I guess you would have to go underground. I don't know specifically what that area looks like, but that's crazy. Be in those tunnels, underground, going that far to be found. Yeah, all right. So let me fast forward. I just want to get to the second time. Oh, so here's a little bit of the backstory too. He told detectives, this is the boyfriend. He told detectives she was sleeping when he left for work that morning at 6:30 a.m. When he returned later that day, she was gone. Her phone and purse left behind. We have been going through things and have been broken up for 3 months. Lindsay's been staying with her mother for 3 months and just called me yesterday to come back. I agreed, and she moved back in yesterday, the boyfriend Yuri Barsky told detectives. This is the drain that this chick was found in. Woman rescued from storm drain in Delray Beach. Crazy. It's a bunch of trash in there. So the couple had been on and off again for 10 years. Let's see what else. This isn't the first time she's gone missing. According to the reports, she had gone missing under similar circumstances on 4/27/2020, the detective wrote. She's done this before. She has a fascination. Oh, there's a picture of her too. She has a fascination of, like, I don't know, going into the water in drains and just roaming in sewage and darkness. So this was June 29th, Palm Beach Gardens police officer Bethany Guerrero puts on her uniform and comes to work. It was in her early shift when a young woman found herself stuck in a drainage pipe at Lake Catherine along MacArthur Boulevard. People were at the lake fishing camp, and the directors noticed a woman swimming towards the drain. When they didn't see her anymore, they called for help. So luckily they saw her doing the same thing that she did previously. Just skip forward because there's like an interview. The lake was pretty stagnant and Guerrero was covered in algae, dirt, and sand. Catherine is also home to alligators, but she wasn't thinking about her own safety. So this is like, if it's stagnant, so there's probably all kinds of nasty shit in there. You know, I have like this little makeshift pond on my balcony, and I took this 5-gallon jug. The thing is probably like 40 gallons or something. Not probably 50, I don't know. But I got this 5-gallon jug. On top of water, I had a little bit of pond water in there. The water's not that stagnant, but it's still enough that, like, there's all this kind of nasty stuff in there that you probably wouldn't want to touch, or definitely not swimming. And I took that thing, I poured it in there. All kinds of stuff was in there. I just can only imagine swimming in something like that. But she wasn't thinking about her own safety. And that's kind of it. Let me see. I pulled it up on the map from this is where she was specific. So we play the interview right here, yeah.
5 News. The Palm Beach Gardens police officer who saved the life of a woman who was stuck in a storm drain back in June is talking about it for the first time.
Only our cameras were rolling when the woman was rescued from Lake Catherine Park more than a month ago. Sonica Donge reports.
I don't know why I used to do this small screen before.
When Officer Bethany Guerrero first got on scene here at Lake Catherine Park, she noticed 2 things. First, the storm drain was just 1 foot to 1.5 feet wide. And second, the woman stuck inside only had 1 inch to 1.5 inches of air at the top of the storm.
1 inch to 1.5 inches of air, like at the top. That's what I was telling you. Like, I've seen some people that go like in this cave exploring stuff, or sometimes it's filled with water. And some of these people are literally like this, like just a tiny little bit of water. I don't know what. I don't know if it's like a rush for these people or what. I mean, obviously it's different for her. She has some issues, but
woman stuck inside only had 1 inch to 1.5 inches of air at the top of the storm drain to breathe.
It was a lot of panic on scene, a lot of desperation, obviously.
It was a normal June day for field training officer Guerrero until
volume's a little low. Sorry about that. By the way, welcome everybody.
a no swimming area.
In the 2 minutes that I had
gotten
area. Here.
You see that? Look at the way the water looks too. It's a little
something that's a common occurrence.
A call came in about a woman swimming in Lake Catherine Park, a no swimming area.
In the 2 minutes that I had gotten here on scene, she had managed to crawl inside of the storm drain.
And had gotten stuck as officers swarmed the drain. Guerrero stayed calm.
I don't know if it was the connection of hearing another female voice that was able to calm her down, but by that time I had established a rapport with her, and it was only me that she wanted to communicate with.
After much coaxing, Guerrero convinced the woman to float
I didn't even know they had her on video.
on her back and
There she
shimmy
is.
her way out. A
Wow.
happy ending that almost wasn't, because Guerrero
Kind of looks like her. I mean, it's hard to tell because it's blurry.
This is definitely the same lady. Yeah.
A little bit. I mean, it kind of looks like her. It's just really hard to tell. But she's definitely the same skin tone, same body type.
summer drought was what prevented the storm drain from filling up with water completely. Guerrero says this is the first
Gators may be present. That's
time
wild,
in
bro.
12 years she's ever got a call like this one, and for good reason. In addition to the alligators in the water here, there's also algae and plenty of other wildlife. At Lake Catherine Park, Sonica Donge, WP.
Yeah, they were saying sometimes that tunnel fills up. I never forget about that lady. I just remembered when I saw this other lady now in California intentionally. I get the whole exploring thing. It's fun, but with these situations, obviously there's some type of mental aspect, mental illness and drugs aspect, you know. Let me see here real quick, just to bounce around just a little bit. Let me see. Do I have some stuff? Maybe not. I gotta start sending myself more stories. Oh, there was just one thing. This was crazy. This was
and it appears as though
let's see. I'm gonna have to clear out all these tabs before the next stream. I got everything open. Okay. I gotta sign in. This was a Scandinavian. What's that? A Scandinavian Airlines flight. The incident happened aboard flight SK957, which departed from Stockholm for Miami on Thursday. Footage filmed inside shows the cabins, shows passengers screaming in fear and several times items flying through the air when turbulence struck over Greenland. The plane was forced to make a U-turn and land back at its Copenhagen, where it was checked for damage. Wow.
Sam!
It's okay.
Sam, we need off the building.
Everybody all right? Helper!
What's going on?
Helper on!
Shit, I ain't got on my seat. Wow, look at that stuff flying.
Sam!
It's okay.
Sam, we need off the building.
Everybody all right? Helper!
What's going on?
Helper on!
Oh yeah, the mother. What about the mom that put her two babies in the oven? I've heard that story flying around, and I even sent myself a clip. This is a really short clip, but so let me show this. Evil, because what I heard about that mother too, supposedly she had sent the pictures to the father or something after baking the kids in the oven. Mother who slowly cooked her two toddlers in an oven and sent their father a video of their babies has been sentenced to life in prison. Lamora Williams knowingly and intentionally killed her sons, Keontae Penn and Jacarter Williams, by placing them in an oven and turning it on, police say. The boys were found severely burned by authorities in Atlanta home in October 2017. Williams told a 911 dispatcher that she found the children dead and the caregiver missing. So she's trying to put it on the caregiver. And they determined that was false. When I came in, the stove was laying on my youngest son's head, and my other son was laid out on the floor with his brains laid out on the floor. Williams said in a chilling 911 call, can you please tell me I don't want to get locked up because this is not my fault. I just come home from work. But she sent the picture to the guy. Or maybe she's trying to say too that the caregiver did it. Jamil Pin immediately called 911, coinciding with Williams' own call to the report. Yeah, that's her right there. Evil. Sentenced to life. Hate. I wonder if she did that. Did she hate the dad? Is that what she was doing at? See, we have the 911 call. 911 call.
Atlanta 911, operator 7054. What's the other thing? Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have a question, and this is a serious matter. I just left my cousin in the house with my kids. She just left my kids in the house when I came back from work, and my kids, 2 of my kids are dead. What do I gotta do? They dead. She left them dead in the house by themselves.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Where are you now?
I'm in my house. She left my door open. My baby boy, my oldest baby boy, is the only one that's here, the only one that's alive. She left them in the house by themselves. She left them in here, and they knocked the stove on. Can you listen? When I came in, the stove was laying on my youngest son's head, and my other son was laid out on the floor with his brains laid out on the floor. I don't know what to do. I just came home to work from this. And she just left my baby dead.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna get EMS and I'm gonna get police and fire at the location. Can you tell me where you're located?
Ma'am, I can't even talk. This is so serious. I'm so scared. I don't want to get locked up because I was at work.
Okay, ma'am. I understand that you're scared. I completely understand, but I need to get some help out there to you now. Can you tell me where you're located?
I understand it, but can you please help me? Like, can you please tell me, like, I don't want to get locked up because this is not my fault. I had just came home from work.
So worried about getting locked up if you didn't do it?
I just came home from work.
Yes, ma'am.
I just came home from work.
Okay. Ma'am, the first thing that I need to do is get some help out there to you. I understand that you're upset and you're scared.
They in here dead. Like, it's no way in the fuck. She left my baby dead.
Okay.
And I don't have no way to reach her.
If you're not sure, if you were at work, ma'am, listen to me. If you were at work while this happened, then the responsibility is going to fall on your sister if that's who you left them with. Okay? Okay, hold on one moment because I'm going to also get EMS on the line as well, okay?
Yes,
Hold on one moment. Yes, ma'am. Stay on the line with me, though. Hold on one moment for me.
Okay.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
When I just came home from work, my babies were stuck in the stove dead, and I just came home from work. My cousin was babysitting my kids and left my kids dead in my house. Ain't no telling how long they've been in this house.
All right, wait. So is your son, is he obviously dead? Is he breathing at all? Can you tell me
he's dead. He's burnt. Both of my children are dead. Their head is burnt. Their skull is laying on this floor. The stove is, one of my babies is stuck. The stove is pulled over and everything.
All right, Elena, can we get PD started to this location? I'm operator 839.
Yes, we have PD and fire already en route to that location.
All right, thank you so much.
Please hurry up, please.
All right, ma'am. I'm en route, okay? We're en route.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Nerves on a runway in Dallas. A bullet pierced a Southwest jetliner just feet from the cockpit as it taxied for takeoff. It's the latest incident in a week of problems for planes and passengers. CBS reporter Jason Allen has more from Love Field.
Southwest 2494, we'd like to return to the gate. Need to have an inspection done here on the aircraft.
The passengers and crew on the 737 were moments from takeoff when a bullet hit the right side of the jetliner just below the cockpit. The FAA says no one was hurt. The aircraft returned to the gate and passengers exited. A Southwest source tells CBS News it appears to be a stray bullet. We asked travelers about it at Love Field today.
Does any of that cause you any hesitation before you're getting on a plane today?
But I know I ain't going to Haiti, though.
The FAA stopped travelers about it at Love Field today.
Does any of that cause you any hesitation before you're getting on a plane today?
I ain't worried about it. But I know I ain't going to Haiti, though.
The FAA stopped U.S. airlines from flying to Haiti this week after gangs shot 3 U.S. jets. Former NTSB Chair Robert Sumwalt spoke to my colleague Chris Van Cleve.
How dangerous is it for a plane to get struck by a bullet?
Well, obviously, when you have people shooting at an airplane, it's not a good situation.
In Denver, a rush to the exits. 108 passengers evacuated on this Southwest flight Friday. A cell phone battery caught fire as the plane was preparing to depart.
We were lucky because we were delayed 30 minutes. If we hadn't been delayed, that phone would have caught on fire in the air.
And trouble on a Scandinavian Airlines flight headed to Miami. The jet with 254 passengers on board shaken by severe turbulence over Greenland Thursday. It turned around, landing in Copenhagen.
That plane that was hit by the bullet is still here tonight. It's out of commission until it can be repaired. There is an FAA-approved process for repairing bullet holes in the body of planes. Aviation experts we talked to said it is important not to draw any connection between all of these incidents.
Don't draw all these issues, don't draw any connections.
They're all happening, though, just about a week before the very busy holiday travel season gets underway.
Shit. Hey, I don't know how I'm gonna fly on a plane again, man. I've been spiraling down all these airplane videos. I took a break from it and I was watching the series called I Shouldn't Be Alive. But I think I've almost watched all of them. And that was a really good series. And then I also went down this cave diving thing too that for a long time I was watching those. Oh, Mustard Tomorrow, by the way, we are doing something today at 3 for P. Diddy. So I'm gonna get off really soon, so I can relax for a little bit and wind down before we do that. Diddy, there's a hearing today. The feds raided his cell. They took handwritten notes for the case, and so the defense is really upset about that. But also the prosecution has been claiming that Diddy has been using other cellmates' phone, info, I guess, to make calls out to certain people or witnesses. So it's a mess. And there was supposed to be also a bail hearing again, another bail hearing, I guess, on Friday. So we'll see if that still happens on Friday. I don't know if they're going to just knock it out today or just wait till Friday. So a lot of drama going on with that. But yeah, I went down this cave diving crap. It's really, really interesting. People that have gotten stuck and died in cave diving and all these little weird, I don't know, deaths and stuff. All right, I think I should jump off then. Let me jump off so I can come back a little fresh later and I can do my little walk and all this stuff, reset. So I'll see you guys 3 p.m. Eastern. That one I think I'll have no notifications for. I'm going to do a redirect right now so you guys can just hit remind me. And I think that should send you a reminder. Oh, they say he deleted his TikTok account. The guy from last night. So the stream we're recovering, I was... maybe later today or tomorrow, I'll do a members live about it. There was this guy streaming last night and we were watching his stream. And during the stream, it was a standoff. At one point, the news people walk up to him. Hey, can you do an interview or whatever? Would you mind? He's like, no, I don't mind. And so at one point he flipped the camera and he shows his face. And then a little while after, then they do the interview at some point. And the guy goes, oh, what's your name? And so the guy says his name. I don't even remember what his name was right now. I put the link on the last live stream. I put the link to the sex offender registry list. Because what happened was somebody had emailed me after this guy said his name. Why would he say his name on TV if you have that type of shit? Why would you have your name? Why would you? And I noticed his TikTok, it was that slime name, but also next to it, it was supposed to be his real name, but he had a fake name. But on TV, he said his real name, I guess. And so somebody emailed me and said in the chat, hey, you need to check this out. And so this person told me that this guy's an offender. And I was like, there's no effing way. And I'm send me his name. And so I did a little background check and it showed, according to the website, that he was, according to the name. And I was just in shock. I couldn't believe it, but I'm like, I want to be careful. I don't want to just put that on somebody. And so I did an independent search as well, and I looked up New York, Syracuse sex offender list. I typed in the name. I see all the pictures, and it looks just like it matches the name he gave on to the news station, and it also matched his picture. It just looked just like the guy. So I'm like, holy fuck. So some people are still commenting on last night's live stream today, and somebody had said, where's it at? I think I lost a comment. Somebody had just said supposedly he deleted. Oh yeah, they say he deleted his TikTok. Yes, he has deleted his TikTok account too. I thought I had it up. Let me see if I still had it up here. Yeah, this was. Let me see. No, his TikTok's right there. You say he deleted his TikTok. His TikTok's right there. So, I don't know. Really, really, really strange. And so I just ended the stream after that, and I got off because I was like, no, fuck that. That's just too crazy. That is too crazy, bro. I don't know. All right, but I'm going to get off for now. I will see you guys in a little bit. An hour and a half or so, or hour, 1:30.